Let's make some no-bake banana oat bars. To start, let's get out a large mixing bowl, and you're going to want 3 ripe bananas. So not only are ripe bananas easier to mash, they have more of a natural sweetness to them, and we're not adding any extra sugar outside of maybe some chocolate chips, or if you are using some sweetened peanut butter. You can use a fork to mash your bananas. I'm going to use my potato masher just because it's gonna go faster this way. But I had 3 ripe bananas and I was looking for a recipe to make, and it's summertime. I don't necessarily want to turn the stove on, but banana bread is a go-to recipe for your ripe bananas. Or you might chuck them in the freezer for later use, or if you want to use them in smoothies, they're great for that as well. But I wanted something a little bit different, and so here we are. So once your bananas are mashed smooth, we're going to add a 1/2 cup of nut butter, and I'm using creamy peanut butter just because that's what I have in the house. You can use cashew butter, almond butter, sunflower butter, whatever you have or whatever you prefer to use. Peanut butter chocolate chip is a very common no-bake granola bar recipe flavor, and so I would have preferred to use almond butter, but that is the nice thing about this recipe is you can just use whatever you have or whatever you like. So along with our peanut butter, we have the option to add a 1/4 teaspoon. I'm using coarse kosher salt. I'm a big fan of kosher salt. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Again, the salt and the vanilla are optional. These will taste good even if you don't have those 2 ingredients. And then we're going to add 3 cups of oats. I'm using old fashioned, and old fashioned takes time for the moisture to be absorbed by them. So these are actually going to sit in our pan in the freezer for 1 hour. And I think you could do this overnight in the fridge. I will leave the original recipe down below for you guys, but if you wanted to just pop these in the fridge overnight, I think that would be good. The 1 hour just kind of expedites the setting up of these bars. And then once they have been in the freezer for an hour, I'm going to pop them into the fridge, and they'll probably sit in the fridge for at least a 1/2 hour so that everything can warm up a little bit before I end up eating these. And then you will store these in the fridge. And the last ingredient, which you can put nuts, you can put dried fruit. I'm doing 2/3 of a cup of chocolate chips, and just fold those in. Again, those are optional. You can make these whatever you want them to be. Another ingredient that is an option is a little bit of ground cinnamon. I am leaving that out today, but I will put that below how much you would use if you want to have cinnamon in these. So as you can see, this is not a sticky mixture right now. So again, these need time to set up. All right, I have a 9x9 pan. I have it lined with parchment paper. There's actually a baked version of this recipe, baked oatmeal bars. I will leave that separate link down below for you guys. And those will just have a softer texture, whereas these will have a chewier texture. And again, if you are making cookies, you're just gonna drop your dough into whatever size cookie you want on a baking sheet. Again, I would line it with parchment paper just for easy cleanup. And those will still go in the freezer for an hour. Press the dough into your pan. There we go. And I just like to make them nice and smooth across the top because that makes me happy. All right, I'll see you guys back here in about an hour and a half. As I told you guys, 1 hour in the freezer, and mine have been in the fridge for going on at least 45 minutes now, so we'll be able to cut through them. They won't be frozen solid. And you can cut them as large or as small as you like. Shall we give one a taste test? So a substantial snack size or a breakfast on the go. I like that a lot. It is super subtly sweet, perfect for breakfast, but the chocolate chip lends to the sweetness. You can actually bake these. I'll leave some comments down below on that. Again, make sure you store them in the fridge. Give this video a big thumbs up if you would try this recipe. And if you're looking for more no-bake snack ideas, go ahead, click here or tap here on screen, and I'll see you guys there.